Hello YouTube family, a very good morning from Kapiri farm here at Johnson's Organic Farm. As you can hear the roosters and the sounds of the early morning, the birds and all that, it's a wonderful morning in Kapiri. Those rocks you see there, I've piled them up, then my helpers will break them into small pieces. We use that for building the foundation for our buildings. For example, we use that as well on our main building, which needs to be roofed. There's some more stones that you can see by the tree side. If you can look in the distance there, there's a tank house. That's a cottage where I live, and we are making a lot of concrete blocks. So as you can see, a lot of sand, gravel, quarry around. We use that for making those concrete bricks you see. So far we've managed to make about 2,500 concrete blocks. So this is the place. Welcome, for if you're tuning in for the first time, you're welcome to Percy Johnson Mwapemukubwe's YouTube channel. You see all that sand there, we use that for our building construction. And in the fields, this is what we are doing in the fields. It's early morning here, although it looks bright. Mr. Isaac, my helper, is plowing and he's planting maize. This year I've told him he can use the fields for his own benefit, and so he's a very hard-working gentleman. So as you can see, he's preparing the holes, and he's going to be planting maize, and it's going to be very good for him. There are some mango trees you can see in the distance, and some pine trees. Those I planted some couple of years ago, and they actually bear fruits. Those mango trees, the guys, Isaac and his family, they eat that, and the younger brother of mine who stays on the other side in the same property. So have a look around. You see that little tree there is a guava tree, very nice and sweet. I think I've got about 2 guava trees in this field, and further down there's a road passing through this field, which I don't even agree with, because this is a field. So one of these days, maybe perhaps next year, I'm going to plow the whole field so that there's no road. The road should be on the side of this field. And you see the straight lines. This, I must say, is just by manual. He's been plowing this place the whole of October by hand without a tractor. This is his own project. I gave it to him to use this land for his own benefit. Whatever he makes out of it, it's all his. I've only asked for 2 bags of maize. Can you imagine how many bags he's going to have from here? And this is not the only field I've given to him. There's the upper field. I've given all that to him to just use for this year, so that he can, advance himself financially. Because when he has a good harvest from this field, he will be able to sell the bags of maize and get some good money. And some of it he will keep for himself and for his family. The gaisha, they take it to the mill, what is known as ukugaisha, and then they have some roller mill. So this is very, very good to have your own field. So I've told him this year he can use both fields to his own benefit, so that in the coming years, starting next year, I will be plowing the fields myself, putting soybeans and maize. And then also I will do like a vegetable garden in this same section. The land, the soil is very, very fertile. For those of you who have been watching the videos from the other videos, you will notice that we grew a lot of vegetables in this same area here, a lot of rape, and we had loads of people coming to buy the vegetables because we grew them organically using chicken fertilizer, chicken manure, and from that experience, chicken manure for me is the way to go. It's the best fertilizer one can ever use. It's better than the artificial fertilizers. Yeah, because those artificial fertilizers are not so very good for the soil and also for the human consumption. But this is the world we live in. So this is Mr. Isaac, very, very hard-working young man. He's married with 2 children. Yeah, so what you can see there, he's got a string and he's trying to make a straight line, and then he continues making his seed holes in, so he'll be planting later on so that the plants begin to grow. The rains have just started, and very soon it will be raining, at least on a regular basis, but this is just